First on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Live starts now.
He played a key role in shaping policy on many of the most consequential issues of his day.
He was a great and good man, and served our country with great dedication for years.
Dick Cheney leaves behind a long and controversial political legacy here in Washington, where he's largely considered one of the most powerful vice presidents in history. Workers in Washington lowering flags to half-staff to honor the late Dick Cheney. The 46th vice president passed away yesterday, I should say, at 84 years old. Now, friends and colleagues are remembering him as one of the most polarizing yet influential figures in American politics. In a statement, former President George W. Bush calls his death a loss to the nation, saying, quote, "In our long discussions about the qualities a vice president should have, I realized that Dick Cheney was the one I needed," end quote. Cheney served under Bush for 8 years, playing a key role in the war on terror after the 9/11 attacks. Cheney also held positions in Congress and led the Pentagon. He remained out of politics in recent years, but stood strongly by his daughter Liz Cheney, the former Republican Congresswoman, as she clashed with President Donald Trump. Welcome into Fox 10 Live, everyone. I am Shelby Myers. So good to see you. A lot to talk about today. It's also Tuesday, so we're going to have a tasty treat coming up a little bit later on. But now let's continue our news headlines. It's a record nobody in Washington wanted to see broken. The government shutdown is on day 35. It is now officially the longest in history, and frustration is growing on both sides. The Senate failed for the 14th time to break the Democrat filibuster. There were reports that a short-term continuing resolution was being floated by some lawmakers, but there doesn't appear to be much traction, and the main sticking point remains funding for the Affordable Care Act. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he's now taking his case directly to rank-and-file Democrats.
We're going above the heads of the so-called leadership, and we are appealing to the consciences of a handful of people in the Senate who want to do the right thing.
Lowering people's health care costs is the definition of common sense.
Meanwhile, President Trump once again called on Republicans to use the so-called nuclear option, ending the filibuster, to get the government up and running again. Senate Republicans say they're working on a plan that could have the government back open by the end of the week. 2 Massachusetts men have been arrested in connection with an explosion Saturday at Harvard University's medical school in Boston. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force and the Harvard University Police Department made that announcement today. The U.S. Attorney's Office is expected to give more details at an afternoon news conference in Boston. It comes just days after Harvard police reported that an officer responded to a fire alarm activated at the medical school building just before 3 a.m. Saturday. Police say the officer found an explosion had occurred on the 4th floor. Police released surveillance footage that showed 2 masked people running away from the building. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and police did not find any other explosives. All right, I want to check in on some local stories that our crews are working on at this very moment. Let's go to our Steve Alexander, who's got a preview.
This is Steve Alexander on the assignment desk. A number of breaking news stories actually this morning. Authorities in Mobile County say they arrested a woman who bit a Semmes police officer and scratched his eyes yesterday, and say they found her this morning after she crashed on Schillinger Road, and it was an accident that killed 1 juvenile and injured another. Brendan Kirby is looking at this involved story. Also, a scary situation involving a motorcycle and a truck involved in another accident. Police say both catch fire. That's happening in Pensacola. Dacia Smith looking at that. First full day in office, of course, for our new mayors all around the area. Mayor Cherry Agatis announces his administrative cabinet, and Hal Schurig is talking to the new mayor of Bay Minette. And if you're a sports fan or you're a Saints fan, it's the last day of trading, and the New Orleans Saints make a big trade. So do other teams.
Well, let's take a look at our Fox 10 weather app. Right after this, we'll do your story, and if you want a photo to be featured on it, all you got to do is scroll all the way to the bottom to our Fox 10 weather app, press the big button that says submit your pics and videos. Then there's a thing in the corner say Add Media. You click that, upload your photo, and answer a couple of questions. It'll be on our way to look at through our platforms. But let's take a look at the weather right now. Over in Orange Beach, 73 degrees. Yes, we finally hit 70 degrees after a little bit of a cool spell. Winds out of the southeast around 6 miles per hour. That's what's helping add on to the temperatures right now. So it feels like temperatures right where it's supposed to be. We're still seeing pretty dry dew points across the area. Blue skies as well. Here's a look at our temperatures. We have 74 degrees in Mobile, 72 in Fairhope, 74 in Pensacola, 77 in Crestview, 76 in Evergreen, 75 in Chatham, 75 in Bay Minette, 73 in Pascagoula, and 78 degrees in Leakesville. Here's a look at our dew points across the area. Like I mentioned, they're still staying relatively dry. We're slowly going to increase our dew points as we go on throughout the week, as we have two fronts moving through the area that's going to add on to our moisture. Right now we're staying clear as day for our Tuesday. Not even a single cloud really popping up on our futurecast. Maybe some coastal ones and some off to our west. But here we're staying pretty relatively dry for the most part. We could see some patchy fog develop as our temperatures are starting to become adjusted. But for your evening planner, 66 degrees by 5 o'clock. Then we'll get to 58 degrees by 7 o'clock, 56 degrees by 9 o'clock. Once that sun sets, we cool down quite quickly. And for our forecast low, not as bad as what we've been seeing. Our northern counties have been in the 30s. We're going to be in the lower 40s, 42 in Chatham, 42 in Monroeville, close to that 50-degree mark, closer to the coastline. Here's our day planner for tomorrow, 50 degrees to start off our day. Then we'll get into the mid-70s for our temperature. So that warming trend is going to continue on as you get in further through this week.
All right, you gave a little teaser to your story, and it's happening right now. You guys send us the best pictures and videos, and we love chit-chatting about them. Kelly Dumas sends us this sunrise in West Bank, Mobile River. This was Sunday morning looking east.
That is absolutely gorgeous. I love colors in the sky. It is the best part. It's also before sunset. Well, actually, that's probably right when the sun started setting at 5 o'clock, because that's when we went back an hour in time. So. Honestly, I love the sunset. I'm not happy that they're at 5 p.m., but that's my own personal opinion.
I agree with that. Beautiful pictures nonetheless as we get it adjusted to a new time change.
We have another sunset in from Gulf Shores from John Courtney. This one's also really pretty. We're just seeing a little bit of that blue sky before we end our day, but other than that, there's no better way to end the work day.
Oh, this I'm told is actually Kathy Kelly's picture.
Oh.
Superstition sunrise, she said. And is this in Arizona possibly? Yes, I thought so. Those mountains looked a little Arizonian.
I was had to say, those are some funky trees. That's in our area.
Okay, all right, we got a little off track. This one is John Courtney's.
There we go.
Sunset in Gulf Shores. That matches.
That matches a lot better. If only y'all saw my eyes. I'm like, maybe there's just, it doesn't always have to be the beach if you're in Gulf Shores, you know?
Okay, we just got those pictures a little mixed up. We apologize for that, but we are back on track. This is in Gulf Shores. Thanks for sending in your picture, John Courtney. Beautiful shot there as the sun's literally about to just say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Not really much of a cloud in the sky either. No. I don't blame him for staying where he is. I bet that sand is so cold right now, especially during the early morning hours and the evening hours. I don't like cold sand on my feet. I know some people don't mind it, but I don't like it, so I would stay off the sand. So I don't blame him for being far, far away from the sand right now.
All right, Abby K sends this one. Without a paddle, she captions it. And this is from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Look at those pups.
Oh my goodness. If only I could get my dog to sit still just to be on a paddle. I think
Stormy could do it.
I don't think she can.
When she gets a little older.
Maybe when she's older, yeah. She is only 4 months old. She's about to be 5 months old, but she's still pretty scatterbrained. Before I came here, I went to home to feed her on my lunch break, and instead of eating her lunch, she found a stick. So she would not come inside.
Well, Stormy will have to join these two pups, but they look like they got it under control. There's a little namaste going on.
I know, that was a vibe I got. They both are positioned the exact same way, looking the exact same way too. Clear water, calm water as well.
That's a good picture.
It is. This next one is from Trip Lewis, dressed as Mike Tyson in Saraland.
These are so precious. So Trip's mom reached out to me yesterday as we kind of close out the Halloween season officially. This is a cool picture of, I think he's just over 1 year old, yes. And there's an ear. That's an ear in his mouth.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes.
I'm like trying to look at it at the bigger screens around us, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's creative. I love seeing the creative costumes. Don't get me wrong, I love the trendy ones as well, but especially when you get like this creative with your kiddos, it's even funnier. Like the ear, spot on.
That's so cute. And he's got the tattoo on the side of his face right there, too. Looking mean.
Look at his mug face.
Yes. So we had to share that one in there. Thank you, everyone, for sending in all of your pictures, and especially the Halloween ones as we move on into November and kind of close out the Halloween season. We just wanted to share that one. It was cute.
Yes, oh my goodness. And now it's time for Thanksgiving, or some people skip right over and go into Christmas. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, we were. We were. Maybe that should be our question of the day tomorrow.
Do you have your tree up yet? Some people do.
I know.
Some people, I know a few influencers who talk about how they do it on Halloween night. And I'm like, oh, that's a bit much for me.
How do you have the time and like the energy?
I don't know. My Halloween
night?
decorations are still up. I know I said I want mine up, but I still have my Halloween decorations out.
I haven't changed yet either.
I have not been off yet to fix it, but I think they'll still stay up a couple more weeks or two before my mom's like, why do you have Christmas up, when I'm FaceTiming her?
Yeah. Well, we will have to ask that question tomorrow if your Christmas decorations are up yet. I know some people's are. Thank you for sending in your pictures, though. Keep doing that, and we'll keep showing them right here on Fox 10 Live. We've got more news and weather and a Tasty Tuesday treat that you don't really know what.
I know. She said to keep it a surprise, so.
It's coming up.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back in. Coca-Cola is rolling out a special treat for the holidays.
It's called Coca-Cola Holiday Creamy Vanilla.
It's the first limited edition holiday flavor for Coca-Cola in 5 years.
The Atlanta-based beverage company says the drink is infused with, quote, smooth, creamy vanilla flavors that capture the joy of the season.
Okay, I'm about this. The limited time drink is available in full and zero sugar versions.
It's available at all stores nationwide and online at Coca-Cola.com.
Where's Nicholas when you need him?
That's what I'm saying, but well, they do have a sugar-free version. He'll take the sugar-free version.
I want to try that one.
I wonder if people are finally hopping on the bandwagon of the Sprite Cranberry, because that is huge during the holidays. I don't like soda, so I don't drink it, obviously, but I know whenever that comes out, people are like always grabbing it off the shelves.
Well, there's a Poppy or one of those more healthier alternative sodas, and they have a cranberry one they put out. I think it's Poppy.
Yeah.
They put out for the Christmas season, and it is good, too.
Is it? I don't do carbonation. That's part of my reason why, but I can understand why they would do this, and I'm glad they're choosing a flavor that you don't see already out, because that might help their sales as well. I feel like nobody's going against a Sprite Cranberry because of how big it is.
Yeah. We'll have to try it, maybe right here on Thirsty Thursday. A bear got itself in quite the jam after breaking into a car in Colorado.
The shocked owner called Larimer County Sheriffs to help get the furry bandit out of the vehicle, who was not too happy about the situation.
Deputies added a handle release mechanism to the car door and then slowly opened it and allowed the bear to run off into the woods.
Despite the damage to the inside of the car, the owners were grateful for the deputies' hard work.
The owners say there was no food inside that car, so they're not sure why the bear wanted to raid the vehicle. He just wanted to take a cat nap, a bear nap, if you will.
Maybe it was chilly.
Yeah.
Maybe he was not comfortable being in a tree or in a bush. He's like, that'll do.
Yeah, the nice car seats.
Right.
Pretty comfortable.
He's keeping the seats warm for them when they got to go to work in the morning. That's what he's doing.
That's it. All right, a unique piece of fashion once seen on the big screen can be yours for the right price.
The green wool tunic with a white faux fur collar and cuffs worn by Will Ferrell in the film Elf is going up for auction.
The costume features a pair of yellow fleece-like stockings and a pair of black leather shoes with curled toes.
There's also a green pointed hat that has a yellow pleated sash and a red feather.
Bidding for the Buddy outfit ends on December 5th.
Elf was released back in 2003, and many entertainment critics have since deemed it as a classic Christmas movie.
It is.
It is, I agree. We watch it. Christmas Vacation is also on the top of my family's list. I would say top 3 is probably Elf, Christmas Vacation, and then we also watch Home Alone too.
Oh, that's a good one. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, that's one of my tops. I love that one. In addition to Ferrell, other stars include James Caan, Zooey Deschanel, and Bob Newhart. that were in that movie. Yeah, Elf is definitely a classic, and I can't wait to start watching.
You know what we
Christmas
should do in
movies.
December for Tasty Tuesday? Make that spaghetti.
We
should do that.
No.
It might hurt the stomach, but you know, I've always been nosy and curious if it actually tasted good.
I don't ask the Joe and Chelsea. They
I
tried
got
it.
you. I'll ask them. But right now with our forecast, not too exciting out there. Daphne on our Hampton Inn camera, plenty of sunshine over those blue skies. 71 degrees in the next hour. Then once that sun begins to set, we'll get back into the 60s. Already at 55 degrees by 7 o'clock. Tonight we're going to continue to go down, but slightly warmer than what we've seen. 48 degrees for a temperature. 0% chance of rain. We're still staying cool, but we'll have those calm conditions. Here's a look at your morning coffee forecast. 50 degrees at 5 and 6 a.m. We'll get to 53 degrees by 7 a.m. 65 degrees by 9 a.m. So a little bit of a quicker warm up, but by the time we get to the afternoon, 75 degrees by 2 and 4 o'clock. So slightly warmer, but we'll still be dry, bringing a little bit more humidity with that southeast wind around 3 miles per hour. The big thing we're looking at in our future cast is we have those two fronts moving through the area. One moving through on Friday, which will increase our rain chances to about a 30% chance. You can see this here at about 4 o'clock, more blanketed across the area. And then we'll continue to move through. Then we get closer to our Sunday where we have another front moving through. This one will bring us drier and cooler air, probably our coolest air of the season. May have our first freeze then as well. After that front moves through the area, we'll have those dry and calm conditions again for our Monday. You can see on our Muggy meter, we continue to go up in moisture. Friday and Saturday definitely going to be a humid day in that pleasant category for Wednesday and Thursday over the next 2-day period. Here's a look at our forecast lows. Definitely going to be above average for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be in the 60s. Average this time of year is around 51 degrees. That additional front brings in 40s for Monday and Tuesday next week. That's going to be a cold one there. Here's a look at our warming trend though. 80 degrees for Friday and Saturday, definitely above average. Then that front moves through, then we get to below average by about 11 degrees with an average of 74, and we'll be in the 63 range by next week, Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, we did not get a chance to necessarily do Halloween candy for Tasty Tuesday, so I kind of played off of that when I went looking for something to try. We've got some drizzled popcorn candy corn.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, so that looked pretty good, pretty tasty. And then we keep talking about this in the newsroom. This is a gag one. Some people love it, some people hate it, but where I went to look for this, they were jam-packed still of these, so I think the majority of people do not like them.
Is it licorice?
Black licorice.
Oh, no.
This, shout out to my grandfather, this was one of his favorite candies.
That was my great-grandmother's favorite candy.
That's wild.
I know, and we made fun of her, but we always got it for her for all the holidays, but nobody else ate it except for her.
So I'm just curious if I've reached the age where black licorice is not quite as...
I don't think I have. The smell alone makes me ugh.
Oh, no, no.
Joey, you started
I'm about to
with
do it.
Sorry. Why is it getting spicy?
Ooh.
Okay, let's go.
That is awful. That is awful.
I'm
I can't
sorry,
even tell you what it tastes
Gaga.
like.
I know you're watching from above, but ugh.
Yeah, sorry, Paul. You can keep
We're so
those.
sorry. Y'all can have those.
Okay.
Ugh, this is
Ew.
gross.
That's awful.
I can't.
That's awful.
I want to spit it out, but I don't want y'all to see that.
I threw that away.
Okay, I just swallowed it. Okay, candy
This
corn
helps.
now.
Candy corn drizzled. Drizzle with sweet candy corn frosting. Popcorn.
That's good, but I don't think it tastes like candy corn.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not getting a candy corn flavor. I don't mind candy corn. It's not my favorite candy in the world, but I know a lot of people despise it like we despise that. But I would take candy corn after black licorice.
Any day.
Oh my
Any day.
God. But this is good. But
Yeah.
this tastes more like just, you know, sweet popcorn you would get at the store. So
Yes. Yeah, so this is a thumbs up.
that's a thumbs down.
This is a thumbs down. I'm going to go around the newsroom and see if anybody likes this.
Well, if they do, bless them.
Bless. It's not good. Okay. Anyways, thanks for joining us for Tasty Tuesday today. We're going to be right back with more news after this break.
Shelby, we are following a very tragic story today, a fatal car wreck in Mobile that claimed the life of a small child. It started right here at this Publix in Semmes. It began with a routine call for a shoplifting, and from there set off a chain of events that escalated, that resulted in a brief police chase and that fatal crash. We're going to have more on this coming up at Fox 10 News at 4 and 5. You'll hear from the police chief here about how his officer quickly disengaged when he realized there were children in the car, but I guess the driver didn't get that message or didn't realize that, and she ended up wrecking out in Mobile. We'll have more on this coming up.
When was the last time you checked your child's car seat? Chances are the seat is not in correctly.
And we say that because statistics show that most car seats are not installed correctly, making the car a dangerous place for your child.
There are some common mistakes like how to secure your car seat in your car, and we want to be there to help you fix those.
So Fox 10 is committed to making sure your children are safe in the car. We're inviting you to come see us here at the studios Thursday for a free car seat safety event.
You just pull up your car into our parking lot here at the Fox 10 studios, and licensed car seat technicians will take a look at your car seats.
They're going to fix any problems if they find them. And again, all of this is free, and it could save your child's life.
We are partnering with USA Health Children's and Women's Hospital, and we will be giving away a limited number of car seats at this event.
So please mark your calendars for this Thursday, November 6th. It's from 7 to 11 right here at the Fox 10 studios. It's an event that we put on many years each year, and it's a continuation of something. I know our Sarah Wall is really involved, and so she's going to be out there. And of course, it's very important because you think you put in your car seat correctly, and then 9 times out of 10 people don't have it in exactly
It is, and I know a lot of them can get complicated. I nannied a lot, so I've had to put car seats into my cars, and I've had to look up videos because I'm like, how does this work? Like,
They're
it's
not fun.
Some of them just clip in, some of them you got to do a weird thing with the seat belt, so it's definitely something to take advantage of.
For sure. So we will see you on Thursday for that event, and we will see you right back here on Fox 10 News at 4.